Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about my Erasmus experience and how it was going to a different country for about 6 to 7 months, and yeah, the whole experience of how it was. So yeah, stay tuned and let's get right into it. So if you're new here, my name is Tess, and in this channel I share all about my experiences living and studying abroad. So if you're an old subscriber, you know that I have talked a lot about Erasmus opportunities. Like, I've done a video explaining how you can actually apply for Erasmus opportunities. I'm not really gonna go into details about that. I think I'll leave the video of how you can apply for Erasmus down in the description box. You can check it out, and you can see how to apply for Erasmus grants when you're in Italy. So normally when you're in Europe, there are usually lots of Erasmus opportunities in the universities, and you have an option of going out and doing like an experience, whether is like doing a semester outside, or going for your internship, or going for your thesis outside. So there are different kind of grants, and you need to see which kind of grant your university is offering, because every university has different kind of grants. So the one I did was mainly I opted to do my thesis, or my master's project, my master's thesis outside my university in Italy. So that was a kind of Erasmus I went for, and I went to Poland. So Poland was where I found a professor who was who had projects in line with what I was actually studying. So my master's, I did nutrition and functional food, and in Poland was where I found professor who was like doing the projects I was really interested in. So I had actually found other professors, but I had found a professor in Scotland, in Aberdeen. I had found a professor in Norway. I had found a professor in Sweden as well. Actually, Sweden, it was more of a research institution. And yeah, but all these projects I had found, they were all mostly related to food technology, but for me, I was more interested in the human nutrition aspect, where I'm working with people. We are assessing their nutrition, we are checking their BMI, all those kind of things related to nutrition. So that is the area I'm usually really interested in. Food technology is more on the chemistry basis, and for chemistry, I'm not really a fan of chemistry. So that was why I opted to go to with the Poland professor. And also I checked and saw like all these countries, their cost of living was like really high. Scotland, Sweden, Norway, their cost of living is really high, and based on the money I will be getting from the Erasmus, it will just be enough to like sustain probably my accommodation, my feeding, and probably my travel. But then I also wanted to have like different experiences, not just in the lab. I wanted to like travel, see different places and stuff. And so when I checked, Poland would have been the best place for me to like have these experiences. And I'm so glad I chose to go to Poland, because it was such an amazing experience. Because first, when you are earning euro, and Poland, they have a different currency. I think they call it zloty, if I have not forgotten. And yeah, so their currency is a little bit lower as compared to the euro. So when you are earning in euro, and the Erasmus was basically paying us in euro, so when you're earning in euro, when you're in Poland, it's like you have quite an amount of money. So that was the best thing I did, and with that I was able to like have a really an amazing experience. And Poland is such an amazing country. At the beginning I was like, why will I leave countries like Norway, Sweden, Scotland and go to Poland? Because somehow these Eastern European countries, no offense, you kind of like look down upon them because probably they are not as developed as these other countries. But I was amazed when I went there to see how Poland has developed and how it's doing really amazing. Also, I got to meet so many Erasmus students there. I didn't really know that Poland was a destination to also so many Erasmus students there, and I got to meet so many Erasmus students over there. But in general, my project in Poland was really amazing. The professor I was working with was super amazing, and it was so easy to work with her. So I was working in a clinical nutrition lab, and I was basically working even with patients from the hospital. So my project was mainly about marathon runners, and we were assessing their vitamin D, levels, and how it affects them in terms of their running capability. So we had a machine that used to assess the mineral bone density. It's like a DEXA, and also we were assessing their fat composition in their body. So for me, I really like working with people, with like human beings, and so that was like the right project for me. And also in these projects I was also able to like work with people from the hospitals, because that nutrition clinic, they also used to have patients from the hospital. They had like a sort of collaboration with the hospital, and then I also got to like really travel around Poland as well. Poland is such a beautiful country, and different cities with different histories, with different kind of architecture. I was amazed when I went to Poland, because the cities are so beautiful, well designed, and really clean as well. Like Poland is such a clean country. So if you would love to visit Poland, I would really highly advise you to do that. Like the language barrier, Polish people too, especially the young, really do speak English a lot. So it wasn't such a big issue, to be honest. Most Polish people, like the young, can actually speak, even if it's little, even if it's little tiny bits of English, they can speak. And their food is also amazing. I loved their food. Polish people are also amazing people. The professor I was working with, she had like so many projects she was doing outside the university, and so she also wanted me to do these projects together with her as well. So I got to also do so many projects outside the university, or outside the project which I was doing. So it was such a learning experience in terms of so many things. So I did a project with like truck drivers, where there is this annual event in Poland where they invite like all truck drivers. You see all these long distance truck drivers, and it's like a fun event. And we also took like our nutrition clinic, where we wanted to assess the truck drivers in terms of their eating habits, to check their BMI and stuff, and because we wanted to also write an article about that. So all these experiences were super amazing. There was also a project we did with young kids, and basically teaching them all about healthy living, how to take care of themselves, how to choose healthier food options. So there was such amazing experiences, guys. And yeah, those are like experiences you'll never forget, and you're so glad to like have them and take them. So yeah, I would really recommend going for Erasmus if you can. So yeah, guys, that is it in terms of my Erasmus experience. I hope you guys were able to have a glimpse of how the Erasmus experience is. Anyways, in terms of these experiences, they are different for everyone. So, but this is my own side. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.